Gokayama washi paper has a long tradition. It is recorded that the paper was shipped to the Kaga clan, present Ishikawa Prefecture, 600 years ago. Because of its durability and flexibility, Gokayama washi paper was used for a variety of everyday tools and was in great demand throughout Japan. It is said that most of the households in the Gokayama area were engaged in paper making until the 1950s. Gokayama washi paper is made from a variety of ingredients. The main ingredients are kozo, paper mulberry, Mitsumata, Edgeworthia peperifera, and gumpi, Vixtremia sikociana. Kozo is a mulberry family shrub, while Mitsumata and gumpi are Daphne family shrubs. The paper-making process that transforms kozo into finished paper is shown in this video. Kozo is a deciduous shrub of the mulberry family. As its fiber is thick, long, and durable, kozo is extremely versatile. In the middle of November, kozo shrubs are harvested and cut into 120 cm length stalks. The stalks are then tied into bundles and placed in a concrete water tank. Filled with the bundles, the tank is covered and steaming begins. Kozo is steamed in the tank for about 3 hours. The steaming shrinks the bark 5 to 10 millimeters down from the edge. This phenomenon is called susaru in this area's dialect. Each bark is peeled carefully and tied in a bundle. The peeled barks are hung out to dry in the sun. The black outer layer and winter buds are removed from the bark. Each bark is carefully scraped by hand, as the outer black layer and winter buds affect the paper quality. Gokayama is an area that receives heavy snowfall. Taking advantage of this location, kozo barks are bleached by being exposed to the snow. The barks are placed on a snowfield for 2 weeks. Fiber pigments are bleached by being exposed to the sun and absorbing snow moisture. Rinsed barks are boiled in water for 2 to 3 hours in the pot. The bark is then put into the water tank to wash away alkalins as well as to soften the bark. The bark is dried. During this stage, the bark becomes more fibrous. They are then placed on the table to remove dust and other non-essential materials by hand. After removing the dust from the bark, it is then placed on a stone and beaten using a wooden mallet to loosen the fiber. The beaten barks are put through the naginata beater to separate the fibers. Kozo fibers are mixed with water in the vat and stirred well. Soon after, a suitable amount of strained Tororo Aoi mixture is added. This mixture, called neri, is made by soaking a beaten root of Tororo Aoi in water. By adding neri, the fibers are set evenly and the thickness of the paper becomes uniform. The mixture is scooped using a bamboo mold called suketa and moved back and forth around to twine each fiber. The formed paper is then placed on the top of the pile on the couching stand. A pile of sheets are pressed and dried until about 40% of the moisture is removed. The pressed sheets are carefully removed one by one. They are then smoothed onto the heated surface by brush. It dries in a few minutes. The aforementioned steps constitute the paper-making process. Traditional paper-making is slowly dying out in Japan. Because of this trend, traditional Gokayama washi paper is a precious asset in Japan today. It is said that pure washi paper is durable for hundreds of years. Additionally, the exceptional quality of the kozo has made Gokayama washi paper an essential material for repairing national cultural assets, including paper for sliding screens in Katsura Imperial Villa. At the same time, paper makers have been making continuous efforts to think of new uses for washi paper. Making use of its flexibility, cushion covers and shop curtains have been produced. Washi has also become popular as a component of lampshade due to the gentle glow it produces. Gokayama washi paper creates an oasis-like, peaceful and relaxing setting in our lives.